What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you a fast and easy Legend Lost Sector guide for Concealed Void. This is of course the Lost Sector that's in Europa, and this is going to be the 1250 power level one. I'm going to go over what mods you want to have, as well as your loadout, and then we'll do a quick walk through the actual Lost Sector itself. So if this guide helps you out, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to check out more guides like this, remember to click subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go over the build, and again, with these builds, with these Lost Sector guides, I want to make them super easily accessible, so I'm not going to be using any Charged with Light, or Warmind Cell mods, or Raid weapons either. These are going to be pretty easily attainable weapons that almost everyone should have access to, and the mods as well. So first up, for this Lost Sector, we do have Anti-Barrier, and we have Overload. So my weapon of choice for this one, I would recommend, would be Night Watch, the Ikelos SMG for Arc. There's Fallen Captains with Arc Shields. And then I'm using Xenophage for our main damage. You want something that's pretty good long range, but you also need to make sure you have something solar, so Whisper of the Worm would be good here as well. As far as our mods, like I said, we're using Overload for the Scout Rifle, which can be found on our arms. Overload rounds for Scout, and then Anti-Barrier for our SMG. That's going to be our two champion mods. Now, of course, your exotic of choice, anything that's going to help you survive a little bit better. I'm a hunter, so I chose to go with Wormhusk Crown. On my Wormhusk, I do have Machine Gun Finder mods, so that way I can get more Xenophage ammo, as I'll have to use it to pop a few shields throughout the Lost Sector. Moving down to the chest piece, I do have two Arc Resistant mods. This is a Fallen Lost Sector, so a lot of the enemies deal arc damage. Also for my boots, I have Better Already, so anytime I pick up an orb, it's going to start health regeneration, and also Machine Gun Scavenger, so that way I can get more Xenophage ammo by the time I get to the boss. As far as the cloak goes, these are on the artifact you want to make sure you have. These are very helpful. Thermal Overload, so when I throw a stasis grenade and stun a champion, and then also Surge Eater, when I stun a champion, I'll get my grenade back. These two run hand in hand, and all of these mods are on the season artifact, or they're generic mods so everyone has access to them. Now, as we head into the Lost Sector, when you start out, the very first room you're going to have an Overload champion. Again, remember we're using Scout Rifles for Overload, and you also have either Stasis or Solar Grenade. If you're running that subclass, you can stun the Overload as well. Once you stun him, you can chuck your Stasis Grenade or Solar Grenade, and you'll basically keep getting your grenade back. Try not to use as much of your Xenophage ammo as you can, as you want to make sure you have enough for the boss at the end. What I'll usually do on champions, I'll usually shoot a couple rounds of Xenophage just to get them weak enough, and then remember you can always finish them to make it a little bit easier. Alright, so once we clear that out, there's going to be a few Vandals in the back. Make sure to kill them, as well as the Shanks, so take cover up to the left here if you need to. There is going to be a Solar Shank, so this is where Xenophage, you'll hit it once to pop its shield, and then switch to your primary to take it out. I got a little unlucky here because I was weak when I started engaging, so I had to take a cover, and it ended up hurting me in the end. This was a bit of a sloppy run, but I did manage to get the new Hunter Mask at the end of this. It only took me about 9 attempts today. So, once you spawn back, if you do die, take out the Heavy Shank with your Xenophage, pop its shield. Now remember, there's mines on the ground, so you want to try to shoot them, so that way they don't slow you. Once you enter this area, you want to try to take out as many enemies from range as you can, but as soon as it gets too hot, you want to move forward, because there is the captain on the right who's going to mess with you, as well as the Anti-Barrier champion on the left. So I'm going to try to take out as many Shanks and Snipers as I can from this angle, and as soon as it gets too hot, I'll move forward. Now with the Anti-Barrier, I like to shoot him 3 times with Xeno, and then switch to my Anti-Barrier weapon to pop its shield. Again, you want to try to use Xeno to take it out, because you don't want him to re-heal. Now there's a bunch of dregs down on the bottom, as well as a few Shanks up top. You want to make sure to kill them. Once you have the area clear, remember you do have the arc captain to your right, so you're gonna have to get close enough to pop his shield with the Ikelos SMG. So once we get close enough, we can pop his shield. I got super unlucky. He fell on the ground here. Kind of annoying. But, you know, it's just unlucky. It happens. Now, once you do actually kill that captain, there's going to be one more sniper across, and then one more heavy shank you'll have to kill or pop its shield with your solar weapon. And then once you defeat that, there will be one sniper across you want to try to take out from an angle before you move forward too much, because there's going to be an overload champion. Again, with the overload, if you're using scout rifle or auto rifle, you want to make sure to stun it first, then throw your grenade, and then once your grenade stuns it, you'll get your grenade back as long as you're using those mods. Again, you can use Xenophage or whatever your damage weapon is, but you're getting close to the boss, so you don't want to use a whole lot of your ammo. You want to try to save as much of it as you can. Now once you jump up, there will be occasionally a mine here. If it hasn't blown up already, you want to make sure to take that out. There's going to be a bunch of wretches up close, so just stay alive, kill them all. There's about 5 of them. Now you'll come to this long hallway. This is one of the more annoying parts with the explosive shanks, so try to take the shanks out as you go. Remember, there is an overload captain in the hallway too, and there is one sniper in the back. So the overlord captain likes to stick to the left hallway there, so if he goes over there, you can just chuck your grenade. But as soon as you jump across, it will spawn more explosive shanks. Then you can get him in the infinite grenade trap, and then kill the overload like that. Again, remember, you can finish the captains or the champions, and it'll make it a little bit easier. Here's where you want to make sure you have as much heavy ammo as you can, whatever you're using for DPS. Now when you drop down to the boss area, there's 2 wretches on the left. There's going to be 1 on the right, and then as you move forward, you'll be able to see there's 1 more on the right. You can kill all 4 before the boss will actually spawn. Now to the right, there's going to be a servitor that spawns. Servitors are going to be super annoying. They do have void shields, so I would recommend using your DPS weapon to kill it, unless you happen to have a void in your loadout. I didn't have void, so I just had to use Xenophage to pop its shield. Now, this boss fight can be very annoying, but I will say there is a hide spot you can go to the left back here, and I use it pretty frequently. So as soon as things get a little hairy, I'll run back to the spot over here, and then just try to peek shoot and take out as many enemies as I can. Remember, if the servitor is alive, it will make enemies immune, so that is a little annoying. You just gotta watch out for that. But once you kill the boss, the chest is right there, and you've completed this lost sector on 1250. So that's going to be it for this guide. I hope that this helped you out. If it does and you did get an exotic, let me know in the comment section what exotic you got and what stat roll it was. I'm curious to hear. It took me about 9 runs today to get the new hunter mask, so I do have it finally, so I can mess around with it. But if you guys enjoyed this video and you check out more guides like this, you can click the link on screen now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.